Okay, so this is the second part of what I'm doing with my shelf. This is obviously my slide out part. This is actually the driver's side. So this is the side that the cigarette lighter has to come out on. But I'm doing light strips in here. You can get this channel at off of Amazon. It's dirt cheap, and it comes with lenses too. And so you just take, and it comes with these little clippy clips, and they hold it really well, you know. So what I did is I actually just laid my channel right here and then put the clip right next to it and screwed it down. That way each one is exactly the same distance off of here. And so what you want to do, now what you'll notice with, I don't know if it'll focus, but on these LED strips you have a positive side and a negative side, and you want to make sure that you always do positive to positive, negative, negative, blah blah blah. You know, you're supposed to cut here, but I've learned that you can cut here as well. You'll need a cigarette lighter. I already had a different one that I like better because it's more of a 90. And so what you want to do is you want to tin this up. And so what you'll do is you'll take your soldering iron and your solder, and you'll actually put, this one's already tinned, this one's not, and you want to put a little bit of solder on there. And you also want to do the same thing on here. Makes soldering it together so much easier. So then, you know, you want to take and heat shrink your connections, you know, just like that. That one's not like the best, but you know, so yeah, heat shrink them, keep everything protected, and I'll show you it installed in a minute. Okay, so now that's tinned up. Now this has a little rubber coating on it because it's waterproof. I cut it and peel that off to expose the copper terminals. Some people say you just burn through it. I don't like burning through it. It makes it look like crap and you don't get a good solder. So besides, it's going to be protected by the shrink wrap. So here we go. We'll go ahead and connect this one up here really quick. So there you go. It's that easy. So one more and then shrink wraps. Oop. Okay, so I forgot my shrink wrap. So it's really easy to unsolder and then resolder this. You can do that. So let me do that really quick. Okay, so there we go. We are all soldered up, red to positive, red black to negative, and we can clean this up. I think I'm going to take some acetone and clean off the channel really quick before I throw it in. And it also comes with these little end caps. Obviously this side's not going to need it, but the other side I'll put it on. You know, I'm not going to worry about between here and there. It's not a big deal. So let me keep going with this. Alright, so that's all done. This is all ready to go. I didn't use acetone. I used rubbing alcohol, and you can see that rubbing alcohol doesn't evaporate really quickly. So I'm probably going to wipe it down again before I do a sticky. Now, I like to use a pencil or a pen to get the shrink wrap open, because it's kind of a pain if you don't. It's just a little DIY trick. And just solder. So you can get all this stuff on Amazon. I think maybe $30, maybe. That's it, you know. And note, if you're using this plastic sheathing cover, use your heat gun on low because it will melt this. Yeah, pretty simple. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean this off. You can see it's starting to, it's clearing up. I probably don't have to wipe it, just wait it long enough. And but these little clips, I mean, they're totally simple to do. Just go in with a little screw, you know. Bink, right back down. Bink, done. Let me get the lens. Okay, so there's the lenses, and they're super simple. It just snaps right in. So when cutting this, I put the lenses in and then cut this and the lens at the same time just makes it a lot easier, because cutting this without it, believe me, you'll want to do it that way with a hacksaw. So yeah, let me get this all sticky down and we'll move on. Alright, so I realized it'd probably be a really good idea to test this before I do it. So let me turn that one off. And I have this guy right here with these switches that I'm going to mount right up in here. Something like that. I'm not sure exactly where. I mean, I can put that thing over there. It doesn't, kind of limited to how much space I have with this one, but alright, so let's see if it's going to work. And we do work. Right on. Okay, we're golden. So let's go ahead and put this back into, go back in the house and put this all back together. Okay, so like this paper that you have to peel off, it can be pretty difficult, so you're going to want to use a razor blade and just go in from the side and get it started. Makes it a lot easier. This is what we would see so far. So, and I will strap this down so it doesn't get snagged. And I'll strap it down here, and then I'll tie this end off over here as well, so it doesn't get ripped off of there. So here we go. Okay, so there we are. It's almost finished. I have to go and get the straps for that, but let's go throw it in the Jeep really quick. Here's my crazy cat, Allah. Named him Allah because he's a terrorist. So anyways, here it is. It's in the back of the Jeep. This guy just pulls, whoops. Maybe I need to do something about that. I don't have it screwed in, but there's the shelf. Slides right back in. Now I'll turn on. There we go. There's the lights. And that will, you can actually see, that's going to light it up really nice at night. So, yeah, that one for those. I still have to solder another piece for this strip right here on the door, put some ends on. But I'm fat and lazy, so I haven't done it yet. So, yeah, there we go. That's my shelf. It's actually going to go a little further. So, yeah. Cheers.